What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken, and today, guys, we're here to cover my 10 most anticipated Blu-ray and 4K releases for the month of May 2023. And looking at this, just giving it the broad overview, right? I was kind of like, there's really not a ton to get super excited for in this month. Then I started to dig a little bit deeper, and what I discovered is that pretty much everything that I'm looking forward to is coming out like towards the end of the month. So it's a very slow start for May, but it ramps up really quick as we go. But yeah, before we get into it, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We cover physical media. In case you haven't already figured it out, guys, I like Blu-rays, I like 4Ks, I like buying movies and putting them on the shelf behind me. If you like that kind of thing, physical media, the art of collecting, definitely consider hitting the subscribe button. Also hit the like button and then comment down below, guys, of everything that's coming out this month. What are you the most excited about? Let me know in that comment section below. So how this works is I'm going to cover my 10 most anticipated releases coming out this month in May. And then we're going to discuss some honorable mentions. And then I'm going to go into some other notable titles that are coming out this month. Again, I cannot cover everything that comes out this month. I may not cover something that you're really looking forward to. That's what my weekly physical media report is for. I cover everything that's coming out every single week on that show. So definitely be sure to check out that show every single Monday. But this is kind of just the broad overview of some notable titles that are coming out, stuff I'm looking forward to, so honorable mentions, all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and jump straight into it with a movie that I have loved since it's come out pretty much my entire life. I was such a huge fan of disaster films back in the 90s when I was a kid. So I am really looking forward to Deep Impact coming out on 4K from Paramount on May the 2nd. And this is going to be coming out at a price point of $19.99. So a very fair price by Paramount. I even saw this up for pre-order a couple of weeks ago for 18 bucks. So it seems to be fluctuating. I can see this coming out and then a couple of weeks later it dropping down to like $18 or something. But Deep Impact, it's only getting this standalone 4K release. I wish we were getting a cool steelbook with it as well, with like the comic coming down, splashing, and they could have done a cool shot with it like kind of before it hits the water on the steelbook. Could have been awesome, but they're just coming out with this standard 4K release, and I hope that this does open the doors for other disaster films to come out in 4K. We're still waiting on Twister. We need Dante's Peak, of course, guys. We need the counterpart to Deep Impact. We need Armageddon, but that's under the Disney umbrella, so who knows when we'll get that. But I love Deep Impact. I do. I watched this one. I watched Armageddon like all the time when I was a kid. I love them both. I know that there's some people that are just hardcore Armageddon and then they're hardcore Deep Impact. I'm honestly both. Like, I love both of these movies for very different reasons. So I'm excited, to check this one out on 4K. Hopefully Paramount delivers with the transfer. I think that there's stuff that might not come off the best in 4K. The movie, I think it ages well still with the special effects, but there are certain aspects that may be enhanced in 4K. Isn't going to look the best, but I'm still optimistic, and I'm excited to check this one out and revisit this one again, because I don't think I've seen the movie in about 5 years or so. So really excited for Deep Impact coming out on 4K on May the 2nd. Let me know if you are in the comment section below. Let's go ahead and get into my second most anticipated, and I can almost guarantee that most of you that's watching, especially if you're a comic book fan, this is probably at the top of your list. This is probably your most anticipated for the entire month. I definitely believe it's probably the biggest release of the month of May, and that is the Superman 1 through 4 4K collection coming out from Warner Brothers on May the 9th for a price point of $94.99. Now, there's also a steelbook collection of this that was up on Amazon. It's not currently available. I think it kind of sold out. I don't know if there's going to be any more put back in stock, but yeah, that might have been your only shot to get that steelbook collection. Again, pay attention to the physical media report every single Monday, because I remember when that was announced, I covered it, and they went quick. They went quick. Superman 1 through 4, I'm looking forward to these movies because I have a weird history with Superman. I remember watching parts of part 2 when I was a kid, but I just never gravitated towards Superman as a character. Like Christopher Reeve's portrayal of him, I know it's classic, but it's just never been one that has kind of, it's never been a performance that's ever resonated with me, but I haven't really given it a fair shot either. I wasn't really interested in Superman until Man of Steel came out, and I love Henry Cavill in the role so much, but I'm excited to go back and revisit and watch 1, 2, 3, and I heard it gets extremely goofy with 3 and 4, but I'm excited to check those out as well. But this is a 5-film, they're billing this as a 5-film collection because it has both cuts of Superman 2. It has the Donner cut as well. So Superman 1 through 4, 4K collection. No Superman Returns in this set. I know some people were disappointed in that, but Let me know if you're excited for this one in the comment section below. That comes out on May the 9th. My third most anticipated is The Longest Yard, coming out on 4K from Kino Lorber on May the 16th for $27.99. It's also getting a Blu-ray release for $19.99 as well. So I have not seen this movie. This is a classic. I know some people said it wasn't a comedy. You know, the remake, of course, with Adam Sandler is a comedy. I've seen that one, but I haven't seen the original. So I'm interested in checking this one out and just kind of checking out what the tone is to this movie. Is it some kind of like prison sports drama film? Is there any comedy in this movie at all? But it has Burt Reynolds in it. I'm definitely interested to go back and check out more of his filmography for sure. And also coming out from Kino Lorber, like Kino Lorber is just on fire when it comes to the 4K restorations. We'll get into another Kino Lorber release. So they're usually on top of the stuff that I'm looking forward to every month just because they do such a great job with their 4K restorations. So let me know if you're looking forward to The Longest Yard in that comment section below. We also have The Italian Job coming out on 4K, the remake from 2003. The original actually came out from Kino Lorber back in January, but this is coming out from Paramount on May the 16th for a price point of $19.99. Really good price point on that one. And then you're also getting a 4K Steelbook also. Now, I'm not sure. I imagine because this is Paramount, it's probably available on Amazon, but as of right now, it's not like, it has no price next to it. It's not like currently available. So I don't know if they went out of stock or what's going on with it. I looked on Best Buy, didn't see it on there as well. So there is supposed to be a Steelbook for this coming out. So maybe check your Best Buy stores, maybe check your Targets when this releases, because sometimes Target will have the Paramount Steelbooks also. But The Italian Job from 2003, I remember seeing this one in the theaters back in 2003 when I was in high school. I remember enjoying it, but I just never felt the need to revisit it. So I'm excited to check this one out on 4K, revisit it for the first time in 20 years on 4K. So yeah, let me know if you're excited for that one in that comment section. Next up, guys, is a movie that I wanted to get out to the theaters to see, but I never got a chance to, and that is Creed 3, coming out from Warner Brothers on May the 23rd. It's getting a 4K release for $32.96, also getting a Blu-ray release for $24.96, a Best Buy 4K Steelbook for $36.99, a 4K Walmart exclusive edition, which I actually really love the cover on that one, for $29.96, and a triple Blu-ray pack of all three Creed films for $34.96. So really looking forward to checking this one out. If you guys don't know, I am a massive Rocky fan. It's probably my favorite franchise. I love it so much. I love all the Rocky films. I love both of the Creed films. So I'm really looking forward to checking this one out, Creed 3, for the first time when it comes out on May the 23rd. We also have my number 6. My number 6, guys. All the rest of my 10 most anticipated are coming out on May the 30th, the last week of this 5-week month of May. So my number 6 is The Night of the Hunter, coming out on 4K from Kino Lorber on May the 30th for $27.99. So I do own the Criterion of this one. I did watch it last summer and really loved this movie. It's such a great movie, coming out in the 50s. The performance by Robert Mitchum is just one of the best like villain type performances that I've seen in any movie. But if you have not seen Night of the Hunter, I'm telling you right now, it's a great kind of psychological thriller, almost in certain aspects a horror movie. So yeah, I would definitely 100% recommend checking out Night of the Hunter on 4K. It's a movie that came out in the 50s. I know some people are against going back and checking out the old school classic movies, but I'm telling you right now, this is a movie that ages extraordinarily well. And if you're a horror fan, if you're a fan of thrillers, you will definitely want to go back and check out this classic film. Coming out on 4K, and again, Kino Lorber in black and whites. Like, I just love 4K in black and white, so I'm real looking forward to this one coming out on May the 30th. We also have Thelma and Louise coming out on 4K from Criterion on May the 30th for $34.99. Also getting a Blu-ray release for $27.99. So this is a Ridley Scott movie coming out in the Criterion collection. So I am super excited for this. I have not seen Thelma and Louise since I was a little kid, and I barely remember the movie. So it'll be like a first time watch, getting to watch this. And when Criterion first announced this, I was like, there you go. That's the big one. That's the premiere title, a Ridley Scott film with Susan Sarandon, Gina Davis. I am just really looking forward to watching this movie because I've heard great things about it. But again, it's just one of those movies that I remember watching when I was a kid, but I just don't remember hardly anything about it. So Thelma and Louise on 4K, and I'm sure it's going to have a lot of brand new special features, so I'm excited for that one as well. And I'm pretty sure Brad Pitt is in the movie as well in a small part. So Thelma and Louise 4K from Criterion Collection coming out May the 30th. Super excited for that one. Let me know if you are in that comment section below. We also have Cliffhanger coming out on 4K, getting a 4K Steelbook from Sony on May the 30th for $29.99. So I'm just loving these Sony Steelbook re-releases because Cliffhanger already does have a 4K, but what they're doing with these Steelbooks, they're not just putting out new Steelbooks with new artwork. Yes, they're doing that, but they're also adding in Dolby Vision. So they're actually giving you something extra in the upgrade of the actual picture quality. So that's pretty cool to me. So I'm excited to check out Cliffhanger on 4K. Again, I just watched it for the first time last year, but I love the movie. I was like, why have I never watched this movie? Such a great movie with Sylvester Stallone, action film. Jonathan Lithgow is a fantastic villain in the movie, and I just love 90s action movies, but for whatever reason, I never checked this one out when I was younger. So I'm super excited. And Cliffhanger on 4K, like the original 4K, looked great. So with that Dolby Vision upgrade, I imagine this is gonna look even better. And I just love the artwork on this Steelbook. It's super awesome. I'm just a sucker for these great artwork pieces on these Steelbooks, and Sony's definitely been killing it. I loved Air Force One, The Mask of Zorro, all that stuff. They're doing a great job. So $29.99, and that one comes out on May the 30th. And we also have, coming in at my number 9, guys, I got my fingers right. Coming in at my number 9 is The Last Starfighter, coming out on 4K from Arrow Video on May the 30th for $34.99. So I watched this one for the first time last year as well. Watched the Arrow Video Blu-ray, and that looked fantastic. Like, that Blu-ray transfer looked excellent. So I can only imagine what this 4K is going to look like. And I am super excited to experience this movie on 4K. It's kind of a you know, a Star Wars type a space adventure film. It's definitely not up there in terms of notoriety as the Star Wars movies are, but I think it's super fun. Like, it's a great, charming adventure film from the 80s about a kid that's playing an arcade game, and that arcade machine is being used as a recruiting device for the aliens, and they come down and grab him and use him to help them in their intergalactic war. So it's just a really charming, like, plot and premise, and all their performances are great. It's directed by Nick Castle, the guy who played Michael Myers in the first Halloween. So that's a really cool fun fact as well. But The Last Starfighter, the only thing I'm, again, disappointed at is with all these Arrow Video Screen Factory re-releases, there's not going to be any new special features, all the same stuff. But I'm excited to watch this one on 4K. Just visually, I think it's going to look fantastic. And that comes out on May the 30th. We also have coming in at my number 10, guys. My number 10. This is one that I am honestly like super excited for. Like, this might be like in my top 2 most anticipated for this month, to be honest. And that is the Nutty Professor, the original with Jerry Lewis, coming out from 1963, coming out on 4K as a Paramount Presents title on May the 30th for $34.99. So I absolutely love this movie. I watched this movie before I even saw the Eddie Murphy ones. This is just one of those weird classic movies that I remember watching all the time when I was a kid. I think my sister loved Jerry Lewis, and we watched Cinderfella, which I would love for that to get a 4K release as well. And we watched the Nutty Professor, the original one. And then when the Eddie Murphy one came out, I kind of forgot about the classic one because I just love the Eddie Murphy one so much. And I would love for that to get a 4K as well. But the Nutty Professor is just one of those, it's a super nostalgic movie for me. I remember watching it all the time when I was like 8 or 9, and I just thought it was super hilarious and funny, and it's a classic movie that I have very fond memories of, and I'm going to really, really enjoy revisiting that one in 4K, and I'm sure Paramount's going to do an excellent job of that restoration. A lot of times with the 50s and 60s movies, those just look top-notch in 4K, so I'm really looking forward to the visual quality of this movie, and also just actually getting to revisit this classic from my childhood. So yeah, the Nutty Professor from 1963 coming out on 4K from Paramount Presents on May the 30th for $34.99. Let me know if you're excited for that. So that's all 10 of my most anticipated for the month. Let's go ahead and jump into my honorable mentions, starting with Knock at the Cabin coming out from Universal on May the 9th on 4K for $27.99, Blu-ray for $22.99, and getting a 4K Steelbook for $38.99. I'm pretty sure that's a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook. I think there's an overseas Zavi option as well, though, for that same Steelbook. So I watched this on Peacock when it came out, and I really enjoyed it. I know some people didn't like it at all. Some people were kind of middle of the road on it. But I really enjoyed it. I don't think it's top tier Shyamalan by any stretch, but it kind of gave me those Signs vibes, just with its setup and just the feel of it, just the isolation, you know, everybody in one location, the kind of end of the world scenario, kind of gave me those Signs vibes. So I really enjoyed Knock at the Cabin. So this is one that I might actually get that steelbook because I really like the design on the steelbook, but it also might be one that I'm kind of like, I just don't have the funds to spend on this one right now. So I may get this, I may not, I don't know. But again, when it comes to the newer stuff coming out on 4K and Blu-ray, a lot of the times this will come out for $27.99. A couple weeks later, it'll go down to 20 bucks. So a lot of times it just pays to wait for these titles. But Knock at the Cabin coming out on May the 9th, I am kind of, you know, looking, I will definitely own this at some point for sure, but I just don't know if I'm going to get it this month. We also have VHS 99 coming out from RLJE on May the 23rd for $14.99. Love all the VHS films except for VHS Viral. Really enjoyed 94, so I'm looking forward to watching VHS 99. Usually with RLJE titles, they're pretty affordable, $14.99, so I'll probably end up adding this one to the collection for sure. Maximum Overdrive is getting a Blu-ray Steelbook, a Walmart Lionsgate exclusive on May the 30th for $19.96. So I already own Maximum Overdrive, the Vestron video release. I have no real reason to buy this steelbook. It's not adding anything extra, but I love Maximum Overdrive. It's one of my favorites from my childhood. It has great artwork on it, and I'm a collector. I like to get, you know, multiple editions sometimes of movies that I love. This is one that I love, so I'm probably going to end up grabbing Maximum Overdrive when it comes out on May the 30th. We also have the People Under the Stairs 4K coming out from Screen Factory on May the 30th for $29.99. So I'll probably end up grabbing this one at some point. I don't know if it's going to be this month. I just grabbed the People Under the Stairs from Screen Factory in one of their recent sales, so I kind of just feel burned by that, and I don't want to just immediately jump into the 4K. Maybe I'll watch my Blu-ray, and then later on down the line, I'll upgrade it to 4K. But I don't know, guys. I'm kind of in the like full-on Screen Factory 4K upgrade mode right now, and I'm grabbing most of those 4Ks that come out, so I might just get it to complete the collection with the slipcover. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I love the movie. I'm excited to watch it in 4K for sure. I just don't know if I'm going to grab it this month. We also have Rain Man coming out on 4K this month from MBD Visual on May the 30th for $34.99. So this is a movie I haven't seen. Tom Cruise, Dustin Hoffman heard great things about it, so I may possibly pick this one up on 4K and watch it for the first time. Some other notable stuff that's coming out that I probably won't be getting this month, or maybe one of these I might get. You know, who knows what's going to happen, guys, when the month comes out, but I'm not necessarily looking forward to these. The first one is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and one of the reasons is I saw this movie in the theaters, and you know, another one I saw in the theaters as well. I don't always feel the need to jump straight into owning it when I've seen it on a streaming service or in theaters, so sometimes I just wait on those. But Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, it's coming out from Disney on May the 16th. It's getting a 4K for $29.39, a Blu-ray for $24.96, a 4K Best Buy Steelbook for $38.99, and a 4K Walmart exclusive for $34.96 as well. But the Steelbook for this one actually looks really great, and the 4K Walmart exclusive cover I love as well. I just don't like the original 4K cover and the original Blu-ray. I think those are super plain and generic. But again, I saw this movie in the theaters. It was okay. Took the family to go see it. They enjoyed it. I don't know. I'm just kind of done with the Marvel stuff at this point, so I'll probably own it at some point, but I don't need to buy this right away. I can wait for a sale. We also have Shooter coming out on 4K from Paramount on May the 16th for $19.99. So I didn't buy the Steelbook when this came out, so I'm probably not going to get this 4K, but it is a notable title coming out. We got Shazam: Fury of the Gods coming out from Warner Brothers on May the 23rd on 4K for $29.99, on Blu-ray for $24.99, and getting a 4K Walmart for $34.96, and a 4K Best Buy exclusive Steelbook for $36.99 as well. I like all the covers on these, to be honest, and I saw this movie in the theaters. Again, it's just one of those movies that I saw in the theaters. I liked it. I actually liked this one quite a bit. I just don't feel the need to own it right away. I can wait on this one for a little bit. We also have Operation Fortune, a new Guy Ritchie film coming out from Lionsgate on May the 16th on 4K for $26.39, and Blu-ray for $21.99. And then we have 65 coming out from Sony, movie starring Adam Driver, the Adam Driver dinosaur movie, coming out on May the 30th on 4K for $22.96, and interestingly enough, on Blu-ray for $22.96 as well, the exact same price for the Blu-ray and the 4K, which is kind of weird. I do want to watch this, but again, I haven't heard the best things about it. It's just not one that I feel like I need to jump into right away. I'll wait till it goes down in price, wait till it goes on sale, maybe I'll pick it up and watch it for sure. But yeah, guys, that is it. That is my most anticipated honorable mentions. Other titles coming out this month, kind of a overview of May, if you will. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment down below of everything that we discussed here today or anything else that's coming out in May you're excited for. Let me know in the comment section below. Turn on those bell notifications and follow me on all my social media accounts. All those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.